Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Usman and I am a student of Rehan School. Today I want to talk about for Maya.
Well, that was quick. Welcome back.
My first question is, what are the micro habits?
Micro habits are basically the small, almost ridiculously easy versions of a bigger goal. Like, think of it like this: instead of saying, I'm going to work out for an hour, um, a micro habit is just putting on your gym shoes. It's about lowering the barrier to entry so much that it's impossible to fail. Have you been thinking about starting something new?
Okay, why are
I'll leave you.
micro habits easy to start?
They're easy because they bypass the part of your brain that panics when it sees a big, daunting task. When you make the goal tiny, your brain doesn't trigger that this is too much response, so you don't feel the need to procrastinate. It's like sneaking a win under the radar. Do you feel like you usually get overwhelmed by the big picture?
How much time does a micro habit usually take?
Usually just a few seconds or a couple of minutes. The whole point is that it's so short it doesn't feel like a commitment. If it takes 20 minutes, it's probably not a micro habit anymore. Does that sound like something that would actually work for you?
Give one example of micro habit.
If you want to read more books, the micro habit is just reading one single page a night. It's way less intimidating than trying to tackle a whole chapter.
How can micro habit help people reach big goals?
It's all about momentum. Once you start, the hardest part is over. Most of the time, you'll find that once you've read that one page, you'll actually want to keep going. But even if you don't, you've still won for the day, which builds the confidence that you can actually stick to something. Over time, those tiny wins stack up into a massive change in your identity. Do you think you're more motivated by the start of a task or the finish?
Why is doing a small action every day important?
Because consistency is the real secret sauce. It's more about training your brain to show up than it is about the actual task. When you do it every day, you stop having to argue with yourself about whether you're in the mood or not. It just becomes part of who you are.
Can
Do you find it
micro,
harder to?
can micro habits improve health? How?
Totally. They can. For health, it's usually about replacing a huge, scary lifestyle shift with something tiny. Like instead of trying to overhaul your entire diet, a micro habit could be just drinking one glass of water before your coffee in the morning. Or if you want to be more active, it's just doing 2 push-ups after you brush your teeth. It's less about the physical impact of 2 push-ups and more about the mental win of deciding you're the kind of person who exercises. Does that make sense?
What happens when you respect of micro habit results?
Wait, the microhavnic region? I've never heard of that. Are you talking about a part of the brain or something you read in a book?
Why do many people success with micro habits?
Because it removes the fear of failure. When you're not terrified of the goal, you actually start. And since the goal is so small, you're almost guaranteed to succeed. Actually, I have to jump in here because our session is almost up and I don't want you to get cut off. We've only got about a minute left, so we should probably wrap things up. You can always call me back later if you want to keep chatting.
My last question is, what micro habit would you like to start today?
I'm not entirely sure I follow. I do mean what they're like in practice for how they feel when you're doing them. As for what I'd start, I've heard that taking a mindful breath before starting a new task is a great way to reset. What about you? Since we're almost out of time, is there a tiny win you're planning for today?
Okay, Maya. Goodbye.
Love that.
Okay, Maya. Goodbye.